In this video, I'll be creating the element templates for the drainage area feature definitions. Alright, so referring to the list of feature definitions that I'll be making for drainage areas, I'm going to scroll to the element template section. And the first thing I want to do is build out this folder structure inside of OpenRoads. So my first folder is going to be stormwater, and then drainage area, and then from there I'm going to have a catchments, land use, ponds, and LID folder. And in each one of those, I'm going to have a plan element template and a 3D element template. So inside of the drainage ggNlib, I'm going to go and manage the element templates. I do already have a stormwater folder from where I created the conduits. So I'm going to right click and create a new template group here and name that drainage area. Referring back to the list, now I can move over to the element templates section, and I'll have a list of all of the catchments I need to create for plan and for 3D, as well as the land uses for plan and 3D, for the ponds, and the LIDs. Now you can choose to include as much or as little information in this spreadsheet. In this case, I did include a column color because I want to be overriding the level symbology with these colors for these different catchments or land uses. Starting with catchments, I'm going to right click and create a new template, paste in the name from my spreadsheet, and then choose my level. So based on my spreadsheet, I'm overriding this color with 198. And from here, I'm going to keep copying this element template until I've created all of the element templates in the list for the plan catchments. So I finished the plan catchments, and what you'll notice is that I've reduced the list some. So instead of having separate element templates for flat, rolling, and hilling in a lot of these areas, since I am using the same symbology, I simplified my element template list so I don't need to create as many. Right, next I'm going to be creating my 3D element templates. So to do this, I'm going to create a copy and then paste these into 3D. And then with all of those selected, I'm going to right click over here on the right side, and I'm going to add in a transparency. I'm going to set that to 70. And then I'm also going to add in a closed linear settings. So I'm going to add in the area, the fill type, as well as the fill color. This is going to be opaque and color number 3. And so this in 3D is going to give me a little bit of color inside of the shape. And this would be optional if you want that. Otherwise, you could use the same element template that you have for plan if all you want in 3D is an outlined shape. Going back to my list, I have one more to create, this land use. And I did create that one here. And it's just by level, it's going to be color 0. Now, I'm going to have a repeat of these in my land uses. So I'm going to paste all of those except for that very last one. And then I'll go through and rename these to land. Okay, so then with these selected, I'm going to go and change the level. This is going to be P-Drain Land, but the color assignments are going to be the same. And then I'll copy these into 3D. For the land uses in 3D, I'm not going to add in the fill, but I am going to still have that transparency over in 3D. I'll set that to 50. And lastly, I'll create the element templates for the ponds and low impact developments. They'll be created the same way as I did the catchments and land uses. And the last thing you might want to do is go through the folders and sort all the children so they're all in alphabetical order.